naked, sold off as slaves. And once again, if you just want to take Egypt and make it misery, then call Germany misery, call the Dark Ages misery. Did you ever hear of the Inquisitions, dude? I mean, come on. So just get off of this trying to help you. This Deuteronomy 28 don't help you. I know you have been through your troubles, and it looks a lot like what maybe your ancestors went through, but this is not you. This is not today. Now, going to the prophecy of Israel coming back to the land, man, I take everything that you would take. Go to, Isaiah chapter 40, go all the way through 66. I didn't say it's complete. I believe in a certain eschatology like a fig tree. As you start to see it bud, then you know the end is near. I believe it was a miracle that they came back to their land, that they had the war and then took over Jerusalem, and now it's coming back. Eventually, they'll have a treaty with what I believe is an antichrist. I mean, I can go into prophecy, but you have proved nothing.
Okay, it's been 3 minutes.
Show me where you
it's only been actually 2 minutes and 20 seconds, but I'll stop the time now. It's been 2:15.
Yeah, hold on. I didn't even get 3 minutes, and he told me 3 minutes.
Yeah, you still have 45 seconds.
Yeah, so. Man. I mean, I'm sorry, Deacon, but man, this is my.
We've been hearing that spiel for 2,000 years.
Man, well then hear it again until you get it. Nowhere in the scriptures does it say a people like the Israelites will lose their identity. Show me that. Don't go show me, well, somebody got beat and I got beat. Somebody got sold, I got sold. Show me where it says Israelites will lose identity. And then where someone has to come find it for them. Hey, man, let me find it for you. Oh, look, did you know about this?
I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS whom I learned from. Shalom to the whole elect preaching this word in truth and sincerity. And to you ribs, to your sisters out there learning silence and staying in order. Right? So now we saw this alleged PhD scholar, right? He's supposed to be a doctorate in the scriptures, and it's being hosted by this guy Nick all the way in the corner, left hand corner, right? And I believe this is the same Nick who used the N-word, right? And also had been exposed to having marital issues because of drug use. I mean, you can see his eyes, right? I don't know if he's still going through it, but you can see his eyes are sort of like rolling to the back of his head.
That's how they do it. That's
okay. Okay, that's been 45 seconds.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Now
that is I have a lot of people I know in the world who have done drugs, and I have a lot of friends or ex-friends who had passed away because of heroin. So I'm familiar with the characteristics of somebody who would take that kind of thing. But that's either near or there. Nobody's going to say anything to that man about being racist or nothing like that. But we're just going to address what he said. He said that nowhere in the scriptures does it talk about Israelites losing their heritage, right? Which we know, I mean, if you're going to call yourself a doctorate, man, I mean, don't boast and say that it's not there if you don't know. Because other scholars would probably disagree. Right, I want to start at the book of Psalms 81. Start at 11. It says, but my people will not hearken to my voice, right? And this is pertaining to Deuteronomy 28, right? The blessings and the curses. It says, but my people will not hearken to my voice, and Israel would none of me. So what? Right? Verse 12. So I gave them up unto their own hearts and heart's lust, right? You could also see this happen in Romans 1:24, where, Yahweh Shem Yahushua would just step to the side and let you just do what you do, and basically separate yourself, make yourself a Gentile, right? Because the word Gentile has two meanings, meaning a non-Israelite or a Israelite who discontinued from his heritage, right? How do you discontinue? Because our heritage, comes from Yahweh Shem Yahushua and listening to him and, having a relationship with him. But when we don't, we disassociate ourselves and we become like the heathen, right? Verse 12, so I gave them up unto their own hearts, lust, and they walked in their own counsels, right? Not having the counsel of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? Verse 13, oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways, I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries, right? So if we had listened to him, we would have the blessings, which is the curses on the Gentiles, but they were reversed on us, right? Until Yahweh Shai redeems us, right? Lord willing, I'm of that number. Verse 15, and it says the haters of Yahweh Shem Yahushua should have submitted themselves unto him, but their time should have endured forever. He should have fed them also with the finest of the wheat, and with honey, and out of the rocks should I have satisfied thee. Right? All these blessings would have came on us if we would have listened. Right? But part of the curses was to be scattered abroad. Right? When you scatter abroad, what? You lose your heritage. You lose sight of what you're supposed to be doing. Why? Because you're amongst other heathen. And you do as they do. This is Deuteronomy 30, verse 17. But if thine heart turn away, so that thou wilt not hear, but thou shalt be drawn away and worship other gods and serve them. Right? We have right now wood and stone, which is Christianity and Islam, among other types of religion. Right, Rastafarianism, and all these other things. Mormonism, which is still the cross. Right, verse 18 says, I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish, and that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land, whether thou pass over Jordan to go to possess it. Right, because since the beginning of time, since we made the covenant, even since the time of Exodus, we have not hearkened, and we have fell short. Even after watching the miracles and from the plagues of Egypt, even then did we not hearken, and we created that golden calf in the wilderness, and we lost faith after seeing all these things, right? So we are in a constant cycle of basically losing sight of where we need to be. And that's what causes us to err. And the nations know these things. Right? This is Deuteronomy 28 and 29 says, you will grope around in broad daylight. Right? This is an NLT for edification purposes. You will grope around in broad daylight like a blind person groping in the darkness. Right? And that's not saying you're literally blind. You just lose sight. You don't know who you are. You don't know where you're going. right? From the top, you will grope around in broad daylight like a blind person groping in the darkness, but you will not find your way. You will be oppressed and robbed continually, not only for our goods, but also of our heritage. The nations will be calling themselves of our name, taking our name. Right? It says, and no one will come to save you. Right? No man will come to redeem us. But Yahweh Shai is the Redeemer. Right, this is the book of Hosea, chapter 1. We'll start at verse 9. Then said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, call his name Laomi, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Verse 10, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, right? And up until the time of 70 AD, we knew, for the most part, the Southern Kingdom knew who they was. So this prophecy was not fulfilled completely in its entirety after the 70 AD, because the Northern Kingdom was already done away with and scattered abroad. But the whole house of Israel was not as of yet. Right? It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured or numbered. It shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Right? It says verse 11, then the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, right, which is Yahweh Shai. And they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Right, that has not happened yet, because the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom has not come together yet. Just letting you know that they're going to be in a place where they are called not the children of God, meaning people don't even consider, right? Is Israel a homeborn slave? Right? The word Israel means prince of power, right? And our people are born into this captivity. Letting you know that they believe that they're nothing but the lower side of society, letting you know that we lost our heritage. If we knew, we would wake up and say, hey, we're Israel, right? We are the prince of power. But our people don't even consider. What was this? I forgot what it was. Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider. Right? Our people, and you know that our people don't know who they are or who their owner is. Right? This pastor is considering the people in the land right now as to be the people, where they claim they've never lost their heritage, that they could keep track since the time of Aaron. How can this be? Where in the Tanakh it says it in Isaiah 1 and 3, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. Right? If you know who the owner is and you know where you live, then right, you know exactly who you are. If you know your father, you know your mother, you know where your neighborhood is, you know your background, you know where you're from. It says here, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. Right? He doesn't know where his father is, or his house is, or his neighborhood, or his culture. Right? My people does not consider, they don't even consider the fact that they could be. That's how you know, that's how robbed and spoiled we are. right? Slakia, give me 1 second. Slakia, I was looking for a precept. I couldn't. I couldn't. It doesn't come to mind right now. Salakia. Sorry, we're gonna continue. Anyways, so not only that we don't consider who we are, or we don't know where we live, but we know that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua used the nations to conspire. Right? He sent the nations from afar, from the end of the earth, a tongue that we shall not understand, right? To come and destroy us. And has been happening till this day. Right? Proof of this is in Psalms 83. Right? I'm sure you all have heard of this. Start at verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, right? So this is how Israel will not remember themselves, man, by all these nations coming together to help progress this this agenda, which has been coming to fruition since a long time, right? But this was the end goal, right? And to take our nationality, so that way we cannot even they say that history is written in the hands of the victor. So they get to decide what's right. So after being destroyed for going against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's law, statutes, and commandments, he allowed these nations to get up on us and destroy us, then tell us what it was or what it is. So that's why you get a lot of, coons and house slaves, right? Just lack of better words, where they will just go along to what Master says, just because the gift destroyeth the heart. They're comfortable. They won't consider, right? We are in invisible chains right now. This is Matthew 26. Start at 31. Then said Yahweh Shai unto them, all ye shall be offended because of me this night, right? This is talking about Yahweh Shai and, him before he passes away, right? It says, for it is written, I will smite the shepherd, which is Yahweh. He will smite the shepherd for our sakes, right? For our sin's sake, so he could be the sacrificial lamb, right? Continuing on, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered abroad, right? When Yahweh Shai was taken out, the sheep, when a shepherd is put away, they have no leader, they have no guidance, they have nowhere to go, right? So this is saying that after he passes away, that the she will be scattered, right? Same thing. After 70 AD, we had no homeland, we have nothing. Everybody fled into Africa. After that, they were captured into slavery, fulfilling Deuteronomy 28:68, right? So that's the point. You know, without guidance, we're lost. And we see it now. In a place where it was said that we are not his people, right? This man said that we are not his people. This is the land of the north, where the primarily where Israel is. North and South America, right? This is that 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3 says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first," right? And that falling away is not knowing who we are, right? There will be no more little pockets of people who believe, who know who they are. This is a fulfillment of that, where we start from scratch, right? Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Right, which is Esau, right? He's exposed. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Right? This is why in Ezekiel 37 it says that we have to prophesy to these dry bones so they may live. Why would you have to prophesy to bones, people who are dead, right? Knowing that you don't have a heritage anymore. Right, it says Ezekiel 37:11. Then he said unto me, "Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried," right? Because we don't have no understanding, right? The breath of life is the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai coming through us through spirit. The spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is what makes us come alive. When we are amongst these nations, we are dead, we are shriveled, we are a dried tree. Right, it says Ezekiel 37, then he said unto me, "Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our part." It says 12, "Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel." Right? That has not happened yet. Our people are still in a dead state right now. Right? And we are trying to wake the elect up so we get up out of here. Right? If Israel knew who they were, we wouldn't have to be out there teaching the people. Verse 13, "And ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves." Verse 14, "And I shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, have spoken it and performed it, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai." What a beautiful thing, man. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.